Hey guys, it's me Dax coming to you live and direct from just outside Buckingham Palace. So I figured I'm always kind of out and about around the world, and you see me in deserts and on tropical paradise and all kinds of stuff. Very rarely see me at home, so I've decided to, with my wife Dina just over there, we've taken there she is. We've taken a couple of these rental bikes out, and we're just having a little tour around London. And I thought while I was here I would stop and answer a few questions that have just been coming up in the tribe. So one of today's questions is coming from Thomas James, and I guess it's the age-old question of how to find and attract high-end clients. As you know, I do very, very well in that department. I've got several high-end clients. I've been catering for high-end clients for several years. First off, what do we mean by high-end clients? We're not talking about people being better or worse than other people. We're not talking about people that are more deserving of a higher standard of service or anything, just by dint of the money that they've got. So I guess here's the first part of my kind of not so secret about high-end clients that I guess most people don't appreciate, because when we think about high-end, we generally tend to put most of our focus on high-end being about the amount of money that they are about to pay you. I don't really think about high-end in that way, never really have. So for me, the high-end perspective is more to do with the impact that those people are going to have on other people's lives. So that's the first thing I could share with you really about going high-end. Like the average person on the street, if we're talking about like personal training or general coaching, the average person on the street probably has a bit of a ceiling cap on what they're willing to spend on themselves. But most of us, when we are working on behalf of other people, like so for example, you guys watching this now as entrepreneurs watching this, you may never spend very much on coaching for yourself, but you probably spent thousands or even tens of thousands on business coaching because you say, well, I can see how that's going to have a bigger impact upon other things, right? So now extend that out to your clients. Extend that same kind of idea that when you're charging high end, what you're really looking for are people that tend to serve greater tribes. They're looking after lots of people, and because they're looking after lots of people, they see the investment in you as being a worthwhile investment. Okay, it's not the only way. I've worked with one-to-one clients who weren't serving other people as well, and they had the money to be able to do it and stuff. But my personal approach to higher end coaching now, and for quite some time, has been about looking out for inspirational leaders for me to coach. And my own philosophy here is really quite simple: that I can work with one person and they may change the lives of hundreds, if not thousands, and in some cases millions of people, because I've worked with, I'm standing outside the front of a palace. I have worked with royalty during my career, right? So some of the decisions that people make as a result of coaching with me may well impact upon the lives of millions. So think about that. Like, think about who, all good coaching really is about definition. What's your definition of high end? And if it's just about someone with a certain amount of money in their pocket, you're probably always going to feel a bit shitty and a bit, kind of, am I putting these people above those people? Am I suggesting that because these people have got a bigger bank account than those ones, that they're more deserving of my services? If you have that dichotomy, if you have that kind of ambivalence running through your own brain, you're very unlikely to do the work to attract them. But if you come at it from the perspective of, who am I trying to attract and why? That changes everything. We as coaches, we know that the big why is the most important question we can ever ask. Okay? Think about how you're defining high end first. Before looking at how much you want them to pay you, think about how you're defining it. And if you're thinking about it kind of serving through people rather than just to people, it becomes it certainly became much easier for me, and it's become much easier for a lot of the people that I've worked with, where they understand that actually I'm serving this person here, but by serving this person, I'm actually serving hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions. Okay, so that's the first part of my how to attract high end. Kind of think about defining what high end is in the first place. Before you get onto price tags, before you get onto demographics and psychographics and where they live and what they spend on stuff, think about how you're defining high end. So I hope that's been useful. This has been me, Dax Moy, coming at you live and direct from Buckingham Palace. Speak to you again really soon. Take care.